Testing. 1, 2, 3. Can I be heard? Am I here? Can I be heard this time? It would be amazing if I could actually be heard. All right, welcome everybody. It is your old pal, your very old pal, Van Dweller. We are kicking off DAS Masters for July 2026. That's right, everybody's favorite DAS tournament. Is it? No, it's my favorite DAS tournament. So that's good. Well, what we're gonna do is DAS. That is what we're doing. We're gonna play what, three matches? Is that what we got going? I think it's 3 matches. So let us take a look at what we're doing. First, we're gonna do this round 1 matchup in the yellow bracket between Poo DPO or C3PO or whatever. He goes by Oop in the Discord, so I think we're gonna say Oop. Although, can I say we have multiple Poo-based players in this tournament? Should we take a tour of the Poo-based players, right? So we got Poo in seed number 24. We have seed number 31, Poo P Old Hag. And then we have seed number 19 on Poo. So there's a lot of Poo in this tournament. I don't know why. It's pretty weird. It's pretty weird that I even bring it up, actually. But anyway, yeah. So we got Poo or Oop versus Tugi. And then we're going to head on over to... What is it? Which one is it? Oh, yeah, the orange bracket. It's going to be Wallbant, Nerdthebox. The winner of that will take on Usernamegold, and that one will determine who plays Bendy in the round of 16. So good luck there. What's with all the Poo? I mean, yeah, it's Poo, man. So yeah, so that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a lot of progress in this orange-yellow quadrant with Oop, Tugi, Wallbant, Nerdthebox, and Usernamegold. So let's take a look at the rules. And yeah, this is the first DAS Masters stream of the month. So there you go. The rules say that this is a 32 player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris, released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players can play an emulator or console so long as the game mechanics, appearances, statistics are unmodified, and players can use any controller so long as there's no big buttons or turbo functions used, whether electronical, mechanical, or even biological. No biological turbo. So no hyper tapping, no rolling. And by the way, this is a DAS tournament. So we're actually playing DAS. This is not dirty DAS tournament. This is the spirit of DAS. This is not dirt. This is sod, okay? Sod is highly structured. Dirt is just dirt. So yeah, spirit of DAS is what we go by. That means you are actually playing the DAS playstyle. You can add a quick tap at the end of a DAS movement. That is fine. And middle of the board taps, we don't police too much. So, the 2 taps, and occasional, 3 tap or whatever. We're not worried about those. 4 and 5 taps, though. Those better be on point. Level 18 starts all the way through. Same piece sets will be used and re-rolled in between each game of the match. Players right now, listen, make sure your hertz and input display are turned on. Okay? They got to be turned on. We're going to do best of 5. The first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. And players do not pause unless the commentator tells you to. I am the commentator. I am not going to tell you to if you do experience issues with OBS or internet or camera or capture or your CRT or what, your computer or whatever. Just keep playing. I will sort it out. I will make a judgment. Don't assume that the game's not going to count, because it might count. So just go. Just keep on playing. And the winner, by the way, gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at $0.00. All of our prize pools are funded 100% by you, the viewers and fans. So if you do want to make sure that this event keeps happening, well, it's got to be funded. We're only going to do these events so long as we can have a reasonable prize pool for people to show up, motivate the players to come in. And you guys have been so generous, so thank you so much for everything y'all have done. And hopefully we can keep funding these tournaments so that we can keep doing them and have a thriving scene of top-level competitive DAS play. Use that Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. That'll bring up some links. The link that says DAS July, that is the one for this tournament. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page over at our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner of the button has a button that says login. Click on that to log in. I didn't see any sponsor requests when I went to make this tournament, so that was weird. I don't think our coupon codes are ready to go yet, so if they're there, do them. If they're not, you can't. But anyway, thanks again, everybody, and hopefully we can pay our top 8. We're looking to get to $1,000. We can do that. And here comes Burbia with the 1 cent contribution. Thank you, Burbia, and congratulations on your game crash. All the game crash money coming in, all that fame and glory and offers, and maybe Burbia can come in and do 2 cents. That would be crazy. But thank you, Burbia and everybody else. And if you're watching, by the way, watching live, do the Matcherino. If you're watching after the fact, go ahead and do the other thing. What? Oh, yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, you can go in the description and find the link there. That's how to support the players, support the channel. One of the things you can do is go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris, make an ongoing pledge of support, just like the people on this slide have done. People like Scott, Gray, Jane, The Widow, Kane, Attack, Matos, Burger, and Doug, Mr. Brain, Corporal, Junior, Troy, Dan, Kim, M, Cat, Java, DJ, Sunny, Mila, and everybody else. Thank you for your support. If you want to find other ways to support us, use the support command. You'll find recurring and one-time ways to make a contribution. Keep this channel going so we can keep streaming these Tetris tournaments for you. We got a lot, we used to do 1 tournament a month of 16 players, and now we're doing 2, sometimes 3 tournaments of 32 players and, each. So, your support helps make that happen. So if you want these tournaments to continue, that is another way to make sure that they do. If you're watching over on YouTube, you can do a super chat or a sticker. It's a guaranteed attention. So, if you like attention, that's a way to get it. And you can also join the channel as a member. You can gift the channel membership over on Twitch. You can do bits. You can subscribe. You can gift a subscription. And if you're an Amazon Prime member, did you know that you get an Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime gaming subscription that on a monthly basis you can grant to any streamer you want? Now, you have to do it every month. You have to exhibit agency every single month. You cannot just set it and forget it and say, oh, well, I gave it to Monthly Tetris, so it'll renew, right? No, it does not. You actually have to initiate it every single month. So it's not set it or forget it. And you can't save them till the end of the month or save them up 3 or 4 at a time and go, oh, let me, give a bunch of gifts to people all at once. No, you got to use 1 per month. You have to initiate it. So don't lose these, right? Otherwise, the money just goes right back in Bezos' pocket. And you'd rather have it in, one of your favorite streamers' pockets. It doesn't have to be Monthly Tetris, but whatever you do, don't lose it. So use it, and sometimes use it on us. All right, we're going to go ahead and bring over our players. Let me get them refreshed and ready to go. And it's going to be seed number 24 and seed number 25. There's 24. There's 25. Oh, my God. It's Oop. Who let the dogs out? Oop, oop. All right. Well, I'm never saying that again. All right, players, I'm going to go ahead and drop you your pieces. It's pieces time. We'll get... oh, this is big Tugi. Look how big Tugi is. That is... Tugi, you're getting so big. All right, there you go. All right, let's reset Tugs. Tugladugster. All right, let's see. Do not sleep on the Oop. Is there an iOS Tetris Ver? Yeah, some people have gotten it. There are emulators and stuff. I don't really know how to do that. So you might need to get some assist, go to a Discord server and discreetly ask, keeping in mind that, we use officially licensed and commercially produced Tetris games and any legal backups you might have. There's no Tugi in the title? Wait, there's not? Wait, we left out Tugi? Oh, let's get Tugi in there, bro. What? Tugi. Come on. Tugi's incorrigible. Your DAS controller broke like 10 minutes ago. All right, excuses. Already coming in advance. Here come the excuses, guys. All right, we got Oop right there. Oop, big Oop. All right, did the pieces show up? Yeah, they did. 10D985. Hopefully, we've got some pinners. Pinners are winners. Monthly Tetris is running DAS July 2026, a 32-player NES tournament. Rules are set. Prize pool is at 0, and the first match is about to begin. All right, thanks. Thanks, AI. Thanks. All right, there it is. I mean, I know that. I already know. The overlay says June. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. June. Oh, let me fix it. The title says June. Oh, my God. What is happening, guys? All right, what is Pooh up to? Pooh, are you okay? I mean, Oop. I have to say Oop. That's appropriate. You can't just call a guy Pooh. Even AI knew it was July. Hey, it's AI July, everyone. Doot. July. All right, I have no idea if Oop is on Stencil. I have no idea. Is he? We're going to find out really quick. We're not officially using them. I just posted them in there as a meme, Summer B. It's putting it there. That's why I left in yes, no, not. It's pasta. Summer B, it's pasta. I put it in as pasta, Summer B. Yeah, it show. All right, Pooh is ready. All right, let's get these players started. We'll find out if Oop is on Stencil. Let's go ahead and get them going. Oop versus Tugi. DJ Mr. Barrow wants to know the players' capitals. And I will tell you as soon as we get started in 3, 2, 1. Is Oop on version 3 or version 4? I don't know. Well, the pieces came out the same, so that's good news. All right, well, yeah, the Oop on the left side, seed number 24 from the USA, the capital of which is Washington, D.C. PB of 1.21 million, according to the resources at my disposal. And I haven't seen Oop in a long time. I can't remember the last time I streamed something with Oop, but it's been a long time. Oop has played in our Future Circuit a few times back in 2020, 2021. I think that's the last time Oop played in a CTM event. Also played in DAS Masters a handful of times. He's played in Classic Tetris Gauntlet, DAS Lead, League, has been at CTWC Genesis DAS tournament, also played in CTWC Silver in Pasadena this year. But Oop goes back a long time, has matches going back as far as March of 2019. First match ever was against PMYA on Tetris Deathmatch, and I think that's the version of me streaming it. And has also played multiple matches against Tristop in Classic Tetris Entertainment and won all 3 of them back in June of 2019 against Tristop, which is crazy. So Oop is a long timer, so it's good to see. It's good to see Oop back. So on the right side, it is Tugi seed number 25 from Austria. The capital of that is Vienna. Tugi's got a PB of 1.34 million. Of course, that is with DAS. 1 point, that was the world record. It is no longer the world record. Long bar over Tetris for Oop and another one. Tugi ranked number 12 in the world among DAS players, according to the Premier Poll, which is a ranking of competitive Tetris players. I think also ranked number 12 in open playstyles. Oop is in trouble. That left side is a real problem for a DAS player. We'll see what he can do, and that means nothing. So chase down here, 240 chase down for Tugi required. So if you could stay on that screen, that would be good, because then I can like fix your stencil like a tiny bit. May not be your fault. And that's a tie. So Tugi just needs push down points, and that's enough. So Tugi gets 3 push down points and takes game number 1. Had exactly a tie with Oop and got it with push down points. All right, new pieces. We do not increment here. We re-roll. So there are the new pieces, 0D1A18. We do not increment here. This is the big leagues, Oop, all right? Big leagues. Incrementing is like hitting off a baseball off a tee instead of taking live pitching. That's what it is. You got to be ready for a random seed. All right. Yeah, it looks like both players are ready, and both players are, I think, on seed. Yeah, they are. Let's go ahead and get him started. Game number 2, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So Tugi was the winner of the CT DAS test tournament back in 2022. That's Scamper's old tournament. Several high finishes in regionals across the world, really. France 2026 was the most recent one. It was in the finals against Maisie in that one. Played in the Northeast Regional in 2025 in Connecticut. Played at CTWC Germany. Took a second place there. It's played in Austria. At Cologne in the CTWC DAS World Championship. Tugi's got 5 appearances in CTWC's Gold Bracket Championship, 2 of those online, 3 of those in person, and had his best finish ever. That was top 8 in 2026. So a good result for Tugi in top 8. I was happy for him to see him go that deep. Tugi's best finish in a DAS Masters was in June of 2025. That was a top 4 finish. Went out to guess who? Pixelandy. $119 for Oop. 89,000 for Tugi. Oop ahead right now by 60,000. Well, when I began that sentence, that was the difference. Tetris for Oop 221 through 53. There's a Tetris for Oop 273, 234 for Tugi. Lex Diskia has a 3-stream streak, and they were prompted by Twitch to announce this. Yeah, Twitch wants you to announce it. 100 bits from Lex Diskia, thank you, appreciate that. Damon in the chat. Damon had a great run in Das Masters last month. I love this tournament, you know, it just seems to bring people back. It brings people back that I haven't seen in a long time, or introduces me to new people who I don't know that well. So I love this tournament. I love Stupid Tetris Monthly for that. Masters, you know, same old, same old. No, I'm kidding, of course. I love all the tournaments. 373 for Oop, 393 for Tugi. One line apart, 20,000 points apart. Little spin there for Oop. Oh, Oop gonna miss with that S piece to the right side. So now we are in cleanup mode. There's a nice L piece for some cleanup, a T to clean up. Open on the right side, long bar down. Crisis averted for Oop, 405 through 106. Tugi at 444 through 106, so pretty decent pace for Tugi. Can't believe it. I was, you know, I have all my capitals in my Anki deck, you know, just for funsies, you know, just have something in there to memorize. And I don't know, it's kind of fun to just know that stuff. And I can't believe I forgot a long-standing card. I forgot the capital of Manitoba. Can you believe that? It was, I was like, I gotta get this. I cannot. It was a many-month-old card, and I forgot. I know now. But I'm still kind of traumatized, even, you know, 15 hours later. Oh, that's a top out for Tugi at 541. So Oop has got a shot. Needs to chase down 542. It is Winnipeg, yes. So 542 is the target for Oop. And yeah, knows the situation. Just going to grind this out. Maybe setting up a little bit. All right, is set up. Bringing this down with a triple. Is set up again. Great right side to burn down, and long bar comes down, and Oop is going to take game number 2 and tie up this match. So game number 1, that's Oop's first game win in a Das Masters. All right, new piece is F6, 6, 7, B9. All right, Oop is ready. Let's go. Game number 3. What was once a best of 5, folks, is now a virtual best of 3. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. What's up, LOZ Cards fan? Oh, did Guafi get the crash? I mean, this is what's insane. I'm not, it's not easy to crash, but it was always out there, and we waited for 2 years for another game crasher. Why did we wait so long? Did it take you guys that long to get good? Maybe, I don't know. But it seems like it took a heck of a long time. So congrats to all of our new game crashers. Of course, Evesy came in. Gerald got a true crash instead of a theoretical crash, which is good. Burbia got one, and now Burbia is telling me that Guafi got it. So yeah, I don't know. Did it just be nobody wanted it and now they do? Or were they incapable of doing it and now they are? I don't know. McMonkey, what's going on? 75,000 for Oop, 75,000 Tugi. So Oop is in clean up mode. 3 more rows of garbage to get rid of over that well. And kind of a high board for Oop, so that S-spin critical. That's going to be a very helpful bar. Still fighting and digging. It is not easy to play above the next box. You guys are all spoiled by rollers playing this high, but this is not easy, even on level 18. So good down stack here for Oop. Three in the last 24 hours. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what, these things do come in bunches. I guess, people will struggle for years to get some milestone. And then as soon as one person gets the milestone, a bunch of other people get the milestone. This happens over and over. I think people, maybe it becomes psychologically real and possible. And then they think, oh, I can do it. All they had to do is actually fully believe that it was real and possible. Let's see what Oop is setting up here. That is a Vitz, sort of. Not a Vitz exactly, but kind of, I don't know what that is. And he's bringing it down. 252 for Tugi. I thought he was maybe trying to set up for some kind of Vitz setup or something, but I couldn't quite get there or understand it. Burbia is the best story, though. Why is Burbia the best story? I don't know the story. I just know the fact. Oh, so just in terms of the speed of the progression. All right, so you're saying Guafi got one? What did Guafi pop off? There's the Vitz, the moo thing for Oop. So Tugi ahead by 110,000 points. Tetris Tugi 424, 335 for Oop. All right. Thank you, Tayo. Appreciate your pinning. Pinners are winners, so we need a new pinner. A lot of mods in chat. We got to. Oh my God, $1 from Burbia. What the heck? That's like 100 times. Burbia says, let's go gamers. How am I the only one to contribute so far? If everyone here contributed $1, we'd have like $90. We would. All right, Oop here on 19. Little bit of cleaning to do. Bar would help. Has to go without it, but working it down. Square left. All right, a couple of rows of garbage over that right side. There's a well waiting. He's going to bring it down. Oh, nice getting that S over, or that Z over to the left. 434 for Oop, 574 for Tugi. So Tugi, right now, at this moment, like 7 lines back, something like, or yeah, 7 lines back, but 140,000 points ahead, something like that. It's a big lead for Tugi. So Oop has got to find a way to make up some ground. Remember, we only have really until level 29 here in a DAS tournament. McMonkey with the $20 contribution, gonna get us up to 2101. Thank you, McMonkey. Really appreciate that. All right, Oop making prodigious use of the quick tap over to the left side. Tetris for Oop, 562. And yeah, I mean, the really just have kind of kept this same score difference, really. But Oop has got to find a way in this game to just stay as efficient as possible, minimize burns. They really only got, you know, he's got less than 40 lines, fewer than 40 lines to go. So he's got to, and you know, Tugi, of course, back in lines as well. So 180,000 point lead, Tugi. All right, that T gets over. All right, good placements on that left side. Trying to keep that right side open. And, you know, Oop's got to be aggressive. Did the right thing. Just said, you know what? I got to hold out because I can't wait forever. I got to make this up, and I got to start now. So can't argue with any of that. Just, you know, at some point you're going to get the pieces or you're not. Oop did not. And that means Tugi is going to take game number 3. You can mullin it out if you want. Tugi noted before the match he was using a different controller. His DAS controller crapped out, so I think he's on his rolling controller. All right, looks like both players are ready. Both players on seed. Let's go. Game number 4. Oop has got to win this one to try and force a decider. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. The S-spin for Oop. Clean up that right side a little bit. Long bar down. Tetris for him. 47,027. Tugi. Kind of a tricky situation here for Tugi. A triple will help, but oh my goodness. Square gets over. This is kind of tough. And yeah, no, that is going to be a top out for Tugi at 31,000. And that means Oop is good. And we are heading to a deciding game number 5. All right, I thought I hit the seed button. Pieces were different. Well, yeah, I mean, we didn't see it, and the game is done, so we're not going to go back and do that, but the game is over, so that's all we can really do. So it will stand. I guess seed checker, I couldn't quite get it because of the way that they're lined up, and the last 5 digits were right. Oh, is that because version 3 versus version 4? How do we avoid this? The other matches were good. Is that why? Is that because Oop has an old version? Yeah, it's gonna have to. It's 0 at 5th. So let me see. So will this seed be the same? No, we don't have to replay. So we do not have to replay. We don't replay a game. If we had noticed it before, we would have stopped the game. But the game is done. So let's try to get a seed that will work with both. Like, can someone help? Will this seed be good? So yeah, we're not replaying it. So is there a way to know that this seed is good? Maisie, unfortunately, that just becomes exploitable. I can't. We can't rule it in either. So once games happen, we don't go back in time and say they didn't happen. If we caught it in the middle, it's fine, but the game ended. I don't know. But I understand that you're fine with a redo, but there's no precedent for doing that. Because if seeds are different and we don't notice it, the game continues. That is how it always happens. And here we had a result before we could do it. You know, if we had noticed while the game was going on, we would do it. If we had noticed right off the bat, we would have done it. Because otherwise it becomes exploitable. Now I see that you guys are agreeing to it. The problem is it becomes exploitable. And then what happens is one person says, oh, I want to do it. And some people don't have enough agency to go, oh, okay. You know, they don't have enough, you know, they feel bad. Like, I'll just go along with what people said because I don't want to be a bad guy. So we have rules in place so that people's subjective tendencies to go along or not go along with other people's emotions or their strong wills don't override what happened. That is why we do it that way. So it's always been the rule. We've never replayed a game because of different seeds. Unless we stop the game in the middle. But after a game has had a result, it's in the books. The game has the result. I can't undo the results. Okay, well, I put a seed up there, and I'm asking for help to determine if that seed... Maisie, I have a seed checker, but it's version 2. I mean, it's a version 3 versus version 5 seed. I put a seed up there. The seed is there, 2BE982. I am asking, because I don't know how to know if that seed is a good seed or not. And I'm asking for help. And no one seems to know. Okay, it's fine? Okay. All right, so Tugi said it's fine. If the 5th digit is 0, it's bad. Okay, I didn't know that rule. I had no idea that was the rule. Okay. All right. Well, let's make sure that they're on the same seed at least. 2BE982, 2BE982. All right. Well, we're gonna look for it immediately. We're gonna look for it right off the bat. Okay. Are we ready? Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Believe you me, guys. I've been doing this a long time. It's not to say I'm, he started on 13. He started on 13. All right, we got to start over. We got to start over anyway. Now we start over. We have to start over. Maisie, seed checker rendered checking the first piece is obsolete. No, it didn't, because we have a version 3 versus version 5. So the seed numbers matched. So I usually don't look. That's why. Yeah, you're right, Maisie. What you're saying is right. I don't usually look because I see seed checker and then I just continue. So what Maisie's saying is correct. All right, we're going to 3C. We know that's a good seed. All right. Get level 18 start. 18 start, guys. Ready? This is a decider, I think, in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Believe me. Now it's not, it's not, I'm not saying that I'm, omniscient, infallible, anything like that. What I am saying is I've been doing this a long time. I've never done the thing that you guys, some of you guys wanted to do. Once there's a result, the result stands. If we caught it in the middle, we could have replayed it. But once there's a result, it's there. I mean, that is it. Because you just can't leave stuff open to the pressures of, not that anybody here is doing that, but somebody just wants to go along to get along, so they accept someone else's strong-willed belief about something like that. That has happened. That has definitely happened, but that's why we have somebody arbitrarily making rules, which is me, so that the players don't have to be arbitrary. But anyway, we are here. It is best of 5. We have the same pieces. And, someone get this kid a version 5 cart. All right, long right down. Tetris for Tugi 102. There's one for Oop 92,000. Man, people are, I have to be open to the fact that maybe I'm doing something wrong, but people are really arguing with me a lot so far this month. I don't know if it's just happenstance and it's all happening at once, but maybe there's something in the air. Maybe it's hot out. Maybe it's the economy. But so far, people are just arguing. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm being capricious in my application of the rules or the precedents. I don't think I am, but I guess I have to be open to that. But I think that's how it's happened. And unfortunately, this is more like English common law rather than a written constitution at times. This is a series of precedents and common sense. $212 for Oop, $223 for Tugi. The line spin from Oop. Vandy rules with an iron fist. It's an iron fist in a velvet glove, right? That is what I aspire to. Oh, thanks, Tugi. The rare the rare compliment from Tugi. Thank you. No, Tugi's fine. No, but I need the pushback, right? None of us can just go, oh, we're infallible. It's good to have pushback, but I still have to go with my best judgment. Yeah, well, that's what I'm always... This is a competitive endeavor. 302 here for Oop, 326. So you always have to think about, if I do something now, if I rule something a certain way now, can it be exploited or invoked for exploitation later, right? This is what happens sometimes when players get, this happens when players get ill or sick or something like that. And you feel bad for them, but on the other hand, like later, if you go, oh, well, it didn't count, don't worry. Then later, any player can just go, oh, I was feeling sick, it doesn't count, right? So it seems cruel, but you have to guard against that kind of stuff, right? And you say, well, the results count, but we can stop the match. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so there are things like that where you just have to be thinking, decades ahead. All right, 432 for Tugi, 403 for Oop. All right, Oop with that elevated triple setup. I don't know if Evesy saw the elevated triple. Good move. Love it. 433 for Oop, 457 for Tugi. Oh, look at that Colin with the like 90s anti-government memes. All right, we're into 19 now. 487 for Tugi, 450 for Oop. I do like a bit of cynicism about Congress. So you're right up my alley there, Colin. So this is a closely fought battle with lots of acrimony, but we're getting through it together. We'll come out stronger on the other side. Tetris, Tugi, 570, 507 for Oop. The problem is I have to be the referee and the jovial host at the same time, and nobody likes the referee $542 for Oop, $627 for Tugi. There's a Tetris for Tugi, $656, $545 for Oop. I don't know what VAR means, but I'll take it. There's a nice Tetris for Oop. Getting that long bar over to the right side. Oop in cleanup mode. Tugi just motoring right along. About 140, I don't know, 135,000 point lead for Tugi. Farvar? I don't know any of that. Is this technical stuff, or is this like... It's either some sort of Norse god or a technical term. I can't tell. Virtual assistant referee in football. All right. I mean, look, if we were a huge org, I'd love to hire referees so I can just be your old pal. All right. Oh no, Oop is in trouble. That is going to be a top out for Oop at 675. But I got to admit, it was good to see Oop back and playing. I haven't streamed something with Oop in a long time. And so Tugi is good in this decider. So Tugi, you will be moving on. Alfred von Wigglebottom says, claim there are behind-the-scene judges you're consulting with, so when people get upset, you can say, well, it's a judge's decision. Yeah, true. That is true. All right, so Tugi gonna mullen this out. We'll watch. Oop, it was good to see you again. I hope to see you again in the future. I hope that you get a version 5 up-to-date cartridge. I used to have a bunch of them, but I gave them all to Mari, so I would have sent you one, but I don't have any anymore. They're all gone. I gave my everything to Mari. Blame Mari. Oh, Tugi not gonna get the max out, but Tugi, you are good. Congratulations. We will report this to the Competitive Tetris Association or whatever it's called. And Tugi won, but Tugi mad anyway. Like, that's bullshit. That's all right. I don't know. Who knows? All right. Well, we've got 2 more matches coming up. They are going to be in the orange bracket. Now, those aren't scheduled to start until 5 minutes. I don't know if the players are here. But if they are, I would love to get started. All right, Colin, from now on, you're the referee. All right? And you're a commentator too, so you got to be friendly. So I don't know, Dan V, you want to be the referee? I'll just funnel my decisions through Dan V and says, nope, them's the rules, guys. Dan V has spoken. And then it'll be like, guys, if we're up to me, I would do what you're saying, but it's Dan V, take it up with him. He's the ref. Can't do anything about that. You can be the referee effective immediately. Nerdthebox is about to play. That is the humor in this situation. I know. All the points would go to SV. True. Oh, man. What we would do if I were competent and I could acquire resources for the improvement and expansion of Classic Tetris Monthly. Alas. All right, so let's go ahead and see if we can get some players going here. We'll do some... I'm going to run the ad, and then we'll be back and see if we can get this match started. So goodbye, number 24. And then what are we in? The orange bracket. So this should be 17. And then this should be 32, right? All right, so I got to remember that rule. If it's a 0 or if it's version 3 versus version 5, and there's a 0 or 5, no, there's a 0 in the 5th digit. Is that what it is? There's a 0 in the 5th digit, then it's incompatible. All right, I'll have to remember. And think about it, for those rare edge cases. Nerdthebox. And look at that, nerd is in a box. There is literally a nerd in a box right there. All right, guys, give me about 30 seconds. I will be right back. I just got to take care of something in the apartment. Be right back. All right, I have returned, and I will go ahead and put some pieces in the chat. We'll get Wallbant lined up. What's up, St. Nicholas? Lori, welcome. Good to see y'all over on YouTube. You're already mogged thanks to the tank top. Vance, are you admiring the tank top? Vance's like, I need a tank top so bad. That could be you, man. That could be you. Just gotta get to that top 8. You were so close. I was pulling for Vance a little tiny bit to get that tank top. That's true. Colin says, Wally, I thought guns were illegal in Canada. What? That's great. It's 8B7EAE. All right, 8B7EAE. Both players ready. Let's go. Wallbant versus Nerdthebox. Round 1, Orange Bracket TTM Dash Masters July 2026. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. On the left side, Wallbant. Seed number 17 from Canada. Got a PB of 1.28 million with DAS. And wait, is Wallbant not? Wait a minute. Let me check that Premier poll. What is going on? All right, Wallbant is ranked number 10. For some reason, our intern didn't get it right. Not exactly sure what's going on with that. We'll have to check with this intern. I'm going to email my intern right now. But anyway, Wallbant, seed number 10, I mean, not seed number 10, is ranked number 10 in the world as a DAS player. And you know Wallbant from, well, organizing the Toronto Regional. He was the runner-up in our Mega Dasters tournament last year. Our... what is purported to be an annual DAS championship on this channel. Played against Pixel Andy in that one. He's a 3-time Futures Circuit winner, also won a Hopeful Circuit. Was the runner at the Jonas Cup along with Blue Scooty of the Team Relay side event. And you've seen him in regionals all across North America, including Boston, Detroit, Philadelphia, Milwaukee, Minneapolis. Of course, his own Toronto event that he hosted in 2026. Good event. Columbus, and so forth. On the right, it is Nerdthebox. Now, I'm assuming nerd is a noun in that name. It's not like, oh, nerd, like do something to a box. I don't fully understand like what Nerdthebox means. Well, I'll have to think about that a little bit later. Nerdthebox, seed number 32 from the US of A with a PB of 1.14 million. Long bar over at Tetris for Nerdthebox. This is Nerdthebox's second appearance, I want to say. Third appearance in DAS Masters. Played in June last month. And made it into the top 8. Ran into Pixel Andy in the round of 8, but a very, very good finish for Nerdthebox. I'm looking to build on that. And not going to be able to do it here in game number 1. That is a top out for Nerdthebox. And Wallbant is good. Game number 1. I like the idea of nerd being a verb. I've never heard that interpretation before. What does it mean to say nerd the box? Like your name is nerd and you are a box, like the box is an appositive? Yeah, I was like, oh, you're nerding the box, so you're nerding the box. I don't know what that means, but I don't know. I don't know how to make sense of nerd the box. Box the nerd sounds like a sport that should be banned. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not super concerned about any of those topics. Gold and Damien, people are going to do what they want to do. We do require face cam. We don't require that people do anything particular with, in that context, but we do require it because it's the quality of the broadcast. So people want to do that. This is perfectly legal and good, and people have their own reasons for what they do and how they present, and that's okay. Looks like both seeds are good. So let us get them started. Game number 2 in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Level 18. There you go. There you go. Yeah, Zook is like, please start on 18, not on 13. We haven't had a 13 start in a while. Those of you who are relatively newer to the competitive Tetris scene, that little indicator, that green text that you can use to indicate that you are ready, to signal to the commentator that you're ready to start, that is an innovation. That is a new thing, that happened in a later version of the competition cartridge that we use. Before that existed, like what we used to do, people had to say in chat, ready in chat, and you would miss that they said ready. So you'd be sitting there as a commentator waiting for like the other player to say ready. Meanwhile, they already said ready in chat and just scrolled away because of, chat scrolling up. So then somebody, was it Moodus? I think it was Moodus or somebody like that, innovated, hovering it over, was it 4? I think it was 4. And then maybe we changed it to 3 somehow. I don't know. I thought 4 was the first one, and then it became over 3 because it was like over 18. So you just had to hit the down arrow once and then start. So players would be sitting on level 3 until the match started, and then they would switch it down to 18, and that that would signal to the commentator without having to go into the chat, right? But then what would happen is you'd get people forget to arrow down to level 18, so we get a ton of level 13 starts. And with that select button, that select indicator, the ready indicator on the thing, it did away with that. So it was kind of like, oh, it's like 2019, 2020 all over again, having a accidental 13 start. So it was nostalgia there. It is an ancient myth. Listen, Bendy, we have our own mythology and lore, and we have to explain it to include people, make them feel like they're part of it. $214 for Wallbant, $197 for Nerdthebox. Vance feels included now. You're welcome, buddy. Yeah, Bendy was not alive back during the Hover 3 days. So this all seems like, what's a VCR? How do you use a cassette player? Nerdthebox setting up 1 row up, column 6, and gets it. 331 for Wallbant, 251 for Nerdthebox. I mean, we're getting to the point. All right, CTWC started in 2010, and we definitely have competitors now who were not alive when CTWC started, and we're very soon going to get to the point. We're almost to the point where that similar thing is happening in CTM. We started in 2017, so if there's any 2018 babies that are now playing. I mean, it's close. I mean, they're 8, and you know, it could happen. We're getting there. We'll see how long. I want to keep this going long enough that we get somebody in Masters who is not alive when the whole thing started. 404 for Wallband, 324 for Nerdthebox. But yeah, that's my goal. Keep this thing going long enough that we get someone to play in the Masters event who is not alive when the first Masters event started. Now, I don't know, maybe they were in a coma, but no, I mean, like, literally not born. Zro is close. I don't really keep track of everybody's exact birth dates and their demographics and whatnot, but Zro is close, but not quite. $417 for Nerdthebox, $497 for Wallbant. Bendy says, let me grab my nephew real quick. Why are there no contribution codes available for this prize pool? Because they have to be approved. So whenever you create the tournament, you submit the tournament to get those codes approved, like your eligibility. And they just haven't been approved yet because I only made the Matcherino, I don't know, was it this morning or yesterday? Whenever I made it. I think it was this morning. So they're not approved yet. $473 for Nerdthebox, $575 for Wallbant. What's up, N-Dog? $599 Wallbant, nearly a 600K transition. Longbar in Tetris for Nerdthebox, $520 transition. Colin, you were the guy that said, rewind the DVDs. You were the guy. I'm not surprised. N-Dog says, I will match contributions up to 50 to the prize pool. So, are you saying if we get the prize pool up to 50, or if we get it up to what? Here, please clarify so I make sure I communicate properly. But thank you, N-Dog. 661 for Nerdthebox, 705 for Wallbant. Are you saying the next $29 will be matched? Is that what you're saying? I want to make sure we have very clear terms and conditions. Max 50. I see. All right. So the next $50, I guess, is what is being pledged. Well, thank you, N-Dog. So we got an open challenge. N-Dog will match up to $50 in contributions to the prize pool. We're up to 2101 right now. So that would help a lot. So if you're considering contributing at all this month, is a good time to do it. You're getting a 1-to-1 match. Nerdthebox 719. Wallband about 100,000 points ahead. Something like that. Pretty close. Wallbant gets a triple and a Tetris, 857. Nerdthebox, $20 from Colin. Thank you, Colin. Are we flattening the prize pool this month? Yeah, I flashed the old prize pool. I did want to flatten a little bit. Maybe I'll wait till next month because I already flashed the old distribution and I don't want to pull the carpet out. So maybe I can wait till next month to do that. So win it now before it gets flattened out a little. It's not going to be super flat, but Wallbant getting that long bar over. And another one. Nerdthebox has a Spire. 13 lines to go and back by over 100,000 points. So Nerdthebox is going to have to figure out a way. And it's not going to happen. So Nerdthebox going to top out. Wallbant is good in game number 2. 1555 from Davis Weather. So thank you, Davis and Colin. That's 3555. That gets us up to 5656. All right. Wallbant with the level 30, by the way. I'm sitting here doing prize pool tending, and Wallbant's just sitting here getting level 30s. No big deal. 12 hertz. Oh, that's it. Nerdthebox, you win. Well, if it's middle of the board tap, we don't care. You know, like 2-3 tap in the middle, we don't care. Thank you, N-Dog. Okay, did the pieces not come through? Oh, the pieces didn't come through. Sorry about that. I made a glancing blow to the button there, and it did not actuate. But there it is. Pieces 442C E5. Oh wait, they did? Oh wait, did I hit it twice? Oh, I hit it twice. Oh, okay. Use the use that one. Use 442 CEF. CE5. Use this one. Okay. Good. Bendy, what are you talking about? When are we adding refs and post-game analysis to Tetris? I would love to. Would love to. But, you know. I mean, people do, you know, live watch-along streams. That is, people have been doing that, and that I think that's cool. That's good. All right, looks like, you know, and I think, that, you know, there's a lot of room for people to experiment and do fun things like that. I think that's good. Okay. We're here. Game number 3. Wallbant's up 2-0. Wallbant can cinch round 1 right here. Nerdthebox. We got to win this one to keep fighting on. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Tetris. What happened to my facts and logic page? All right, we are underway in game number 3. Yeah, why did this happen? Oh, I see why. 166 for Wallbant, 214 for Nerdthebox. Can we do a halftime show presented by Verizon Wireless to talk about what needs to happen after game 2? I mean, yeah. Let's go. Yeah, it's like that's the problem with Ndog. I mean, Ndog is right. When you get a sponsor, oh, look at that Nerdthebox with the Vits. I love that setup for the Vits. When you get a sponsor, all of a sudden the sponsors, you know, you give them, or what often happens is they expect things. Can you imagine giving money to a thing and expecting to have some say over what happens? That's crazy talk. Alas, that is the reality of having a sponsor. Is if you don't spell things out very explicitly, then all of a sudden they get some say and leverage over you to do things that maybe you don't want to do. And so you got to be very careful with that kind of thing. Long bar down, column 9, Tetris for Nerdthebox 427. My new neighbor is a professor of logic at the university. My new neighbor is a professor of logic at the university there. The you know, the what is it? The University of Science, or whatever it is. You have a do you have a doghouse, Gerald? $4.99 for Nerdthebox, $4.30 for Wallbant. Tetris Wallbant 502, 551 for Nerdthebox. You like the moth joke? The moth joke is great. I like the lore behind the moth joke as well. That's great. Ndog is over on YouTube, says, I see 38 people watching, but only 8 likes. Let's show some support. Hey, it looks like we had more contributions to the prize pool. DJ Mr. Borrow contributed 678. Said, yeah, Das, let's go. I agree. Thank you, DJ Mr. Borrow. Sorry, I missed a little bit earlier. 624 for Nerdthebox. Tetris Wallbant 687, 733 for Nerdthebox. The winner of this will play Usernamegold. Oh no, Nerd the Box gonna top out at 932. Chase down target here for Wallbant is 932 and really pretty much any amount of points. And there's a Tetris for Wallbant. So Wallbant will be good. Nerd the Box played really well. Always a pleasure to have you on here. 32 snuck in, got to play. Seems good. So Wallbant going to take this one 3 games to none. It will be playing Usernamegold the next round. So GG's Nerd the Box. Hope to see you again. And we're going to go ahead and run an ad real quick. We'll go ahead and report this. We'll bring in Usernamegold and we will do the game. So let's report this while I remember how to do things. All right, there it is. Report. All right. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Three to nothing. Okay, let's see here. 767 left, says N-Dog. All right, so there's 32. There's Wallbant over there. We're going to fix those placards. Oh my God, we got double Wallbant. Camera, reset. You're online. We'll get you on there. We'll get you. What's up, Chen? Welcome, welcome. I am doing well. Yeah, let's reset the transform. Copy. And paste. Okay. All right, the pieces are here. Oh, look at that. Padless controllers. Padless controllers. So we should see the highest level DAS play we've ever seen, right? No misdrops, perfect placements. Is there a DAS Masters every month? About 8 to 10 times a year. Something like that. That's the goal. Masters, we try to do 10 to 12 times a year. Stupid Tetris Monthly, maybe 6 times a year. All right, no pinners. Pinners are winners, guys. Okay, looks like both players are ready. Let's check seeds 1,000,000%. We're ready to go. It is Usernamegold and Wallbant. Round 2, the winner goes to the top 16 to face, well, let's not talk about it. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. On the left side, it is Usernamegold, one of the most relaxed people in all of NES Tetris. I mean, look at the level of relaxation. Usernamegold in repose. Seed number 16 from North Macedonia. That's a real place. I looked. It's got a DAS PB of 1.28 million. You've seen Usernamegold in multiple DAS Masters. Has finished as high as the top 16, so if he can win this match, he'll match his best performance in DAS Master. Has gotten there a couple of times. in August of 25 and March of 26. You've also seen Gold at live events, including the Austria Regional in 2026 and the DAS World Championship of the CTWC. Username Gold also represented North Macedonia at the Energy Drink World Tetris Conference. If they want me to say the name of it, they can sponsor us. There you go. But all right, there's Username Gold. On the right side, it is Wallbant, seed number 17 from Canada. Defeated Nerdthebox in round 1 to get here to this round 2 matchup. Wallbant was the runner-up in our Mega Dasters annual DAS Championship last year. He's a winner 3 times of the Future Circuit, once in Hopefuls. We've seen him at regionals all around North America, including pretty much like every regional you can name. He's probably been to it. Philadelphia, Milwaukee, the Genesis one, Minneapolis. And he's got high finishes at the Boston and Detroit and Montreal events. Also the organizer of the CTWC Regional in Toronto. Did a good job with that. 218 for Wallbant, 219. I mean, sorry, the other way around. Wait, let's start that sentence over. 242 for Wallbant, 222 for Username Gold. There you go. And Doug says, I'm off for the next 2 weeks and don't have to deal with AI for a while. My girlfriend is, oh my God, there's a lot going on. You got a lot going on over there. And Doug, you got a lot going on. I hope all of it goes well. There is a line spin for Wallbant. Man, I hope it all goes well, and Doug. DJ Mr. Burrow redeemed Vandy names players' capitals from memory. Yeah, so Username Gold, North Macedonia is Skopje, right? And Wallbant from Canada, that's Ottawa. Do I have that right? I think I have that right. I may not have the pronunciation right, but... All right. Again, I may not have the pronunciation right. Not a native speaker or whatever they speak in in North Macedonia. I guess the official language is Macedonian, and then Albanian is a language, and they also speak Turkish, Romani, Serbian, Bosnian, and Aromanian. There's a lot going on over there. They speak Bulgarian. This is what search engine is telling me. 421 for Wallbant, 440 for Gold. Anyway, thanks for redeeming the capitals. It keeps these capitals fresh. You've also got another redeem in there if you want me to name any other one, but it helps me keep my world capitals fresh. You met Gold and he spoke English. Well, I mean, a lot of people do speak English. Pretty much everyone except Americans. I don't know what they're speaking. $514 for Wallbant, $510 for Username Gold. feel like both players need to be like as relaxed as Usernamegold. Like if you're just kind of lounging right there. There you go. You got your padless controller in action on both sides. Here, we'll try to put the controller in the little spot there. 627 for gold. We're on level 21, 631 for Wallbant. Super close. What country is the commentator from? He's from the United States of America. What's up? It's Dark in Space. Tetris for Wallbant, 689. 660 for Usernamegold. Going for that column 3 setup, but not really going to get it. So just going to burn it all. There was an attempt. There was an attempt. So level 23. Tetris for gold, 700,000, 729 for Wallbant. Another Tetris Wallbant, 760. There's one gold, 739. All right, gold filling out that left side. Long bar down, Tetris. Not going to set up for the Vits. You can see those Vits everywhere. That's all right. You don't have to. So we're under 20 lines to go. Gold 50,000 points back. And it's got to try to find a way to just, from here on in, Tetris aggressively and avoid burns. See what he can do. There's a Tetris, 918. Wallbant at 618. Gold might have to end up setting up for 2 here, maybe. There's a Tetris for Wallbant. Wallbant with the max out. Tetris for gold, and gold is going to have to try to set up for 2. Tetris is here into 29, going to be worth 36,000. Won't be enough. And that's a Tetris for Wallbant. And more points as well. And Usernamegold, really nothing he can do at that point. Wallbant ends the game at A74 and double 29s, almost double a max out. And Wallbant going to take game number 1. Sodium Overdose says, who is this guy? Who is this guy? Who's Sodium? Oh. Who is Sodium? I've never heard of this individual. Is that a Tetris player? All right, looks like players are taking a moment here, I guess. That's fine. You can do that. We'll wait. Did they take like official headshots or anything at the CTWC DAS 2025? Just curious, like, so I would love to update Usernamegold's headshots. All I have is like a screen capture. So is that right? We have about 767 left. I think the next $7.67 will be matched by Ndog. Ndog has pledged to match $50. We're already most of the way through, but another 767 will be matched. So that is basically you're getting a one-to-one match on any contributions up to 767, basically. So, or at least the next person to do up to that amount. There's a much higher quality pick in DAS stats, but you don't know where it's from. Hana, could you, if you're somewhere where you could do that, do you think you could maybe link that or drop it in my Vandy channel? If you think it's usable for an avatar, I would love to have that. Re-roll the seed. All right, we're gonna yeah, just go ahead and increment it. Just increment to 91. Yeah, if you can't do it, Hana, that's fine. I can search for it. DAS stats is there the DAS stats spreadsheet? I don't know if I'm in that spreadsheet. I'll have to find that. Mino Floof, what's up? All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 2, Gold versus Wallbant in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. It's public in match statistics? Okay. Got it. Okay. So if I find... So how do I get, let's see, player profiles? And then how do I, let's see. 635 from Salty C Man. Thank you, Salty C Man. Appreciate that. Oh, yeah, I don't think that's usable, unfortunately. Because I need some torso on that, you know. So it's not going to be usable. Unfortunately. But that must be, I think that's probably a shot from him sitting down, like playing Tetris. So it's probably not going to be, even if I find it, it's probably in a random CTWC DAS folder. Even if I find it, the original one uncropped, it's probably not going to be usable. So. I guess I could Photoshop that head onto a generic body. What do you think? Mino Floof says, I practiced my butt off on DAS, got a 600K on DAS now, and beat Vandy Challenge almost 3 times now with a 970 on 28 and losing to Nerves. Well, good jobs. 89 cents left from Ndog. The next 89 cents will be matched, I guess. The next 89, and we're at 69.69 in the prize pool right now. Thank you, Salty C Man. Sodium must have summoned you. Summoning Sodium. Sodium, that should be your alt. Summoning Sodium. 182 for gold, 195 for Wallbant. Anyway, GG's Mino Floof. Thanks, Hannah, for the link. Yeah, I ended up getting there, but I just didn't think that. I don't think that picture is ultimately usable. Maybe I can look on the VODs or something and I can crop something. Like, I don't know. Or we could just, have people like submit workable headshots if they don't have one for CTWC. That would be amazing. All right, Mino Floof, hopefully, you'll definitely max out before I do, that's for sure. 297 for username gold, 312 for Wallbant. It's a close one, 2 lines apart. Locke used to do that back in the day. Yeah, it would be great if, these events have a lot going on, especially like regionals. Although, CTWC DAS is a world championship, so they should get the full treatment, right? Of get the players' headshots. And it's great that CTWC lets, everybody into those headshot folders. They're posted in their Discord, so it's a great boon to other Tetris organizers. So but yeah, it would be really cool if they set up headshots there, and especially ones without without the black CTWC background would be great, because it's so hard to work with those. To actually crop out and remove the backgrounds on those. It's really tough with those yellow circles. Maybe I'm the only person that has trouble with it, but those yellow circles on the background, it's like really hard to crop them out. Am I right, guys? Am I right? Anyway, 434 for gold, 486 for Wallbant. What about a gold background with black circles? That actually would be easier to deal with. I don't know, would it? Probably not. I think they should just take the headshots on a green screen, and then they can put the background in later if they need it. Do it green screen. Just put whatever background you want. Is chroma key ever the move? I'm not sophisticated enough to to do that. Oh, Wallbant is in trouble here. Can Wallbant get out of this? Where's the bar? Wallbant needs a bar like yesterday. There's a bar. That's a Tetris, but still not out of the woods. Another bar for a triple. So that stack comes down 7 rows, and now this could be workable by Wallbant. 607 for Wallbant, 589. For username gold. There's a dirty triple for gold, 603. And that's top out for gold. Wallbant good. He did totally sell out for that. You are right. He had to. There's no. What else can you do? You have to, and that there's nothing else to do. You get lucky or not. So all you can really do is just make the right move, put yourself in a position so when the pieces come, you'll be ready. And if they don't, well, you did what you could do. What's up, Mark? Mark, are you out in Are you organizing or helping organize in the UK for DAS? All right, new pieces are here. Excuse me. Okie dokie. Wallbant is up 2-0 over Usernamegold. And we are ready to start game number 3. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. $69,000 for gold, $49,000 for Wallbant. So game number 3 underway. Usernamegold opens up that right side long bar in 231, 211 for Wallbant. I did find the folder for 2025 DAS. Nothing I can really use, unfortunately. So maybe I'll Photoshop his head onto another body. What do you think? Whose body do you want? You can put it on Wallbant in a tank top. Oh, look at the spin over there to get that L piece in place. Gold gonna survive with some daring do. The line spin. Are you serious? Vandy's going nuts. Gold's going nuts. And Dirty Tetris 1 row up, column 10. Gold 294. 315, Wallbant. Tetris for Usernamegold, still one row up, 387. Are we going to set up here in column 3? Is set up. Quick bar would give him perfect well transfer, or maybe a bit of an imperfect one now, but we'll see. Long bar, oh, gets over, a little second effort, kind of under tap, but recovered. Tetris Wallbant 368. Tetris for Usernamegold 438. Setting up on the left well. Taking that skim long bar over Tetris Gold. All right, Wallbant up a little bit high here, that right side. Ay, 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 what is going on? Tabs opening up. Oh, boy, Wallbant gets a bar over. Can he survive? The answer appears to be maybe. You never want to, you never really know. But, yeah, Wallbant here still stacking. Still fighting this stack. Oh, beautiful. JP's just in time for 19. And the long bar over, and Wallbant will survive into 19. Usernamegold, on the other hand, ahead, but also a very dire board state. The long bar comes. That's a dirty Tetris. Another one comes. So it's going to help Usernamegold bring this back, but by no means is he out of the woodwork. Out of the woodwork, out of danger, whatever I'm saying. What am I saying? He's not out of the end. Yeah, he's in danger. So chase down here for Wallbant needed, and he's setting up. Long bar gets over, and Wallbant chases it down. Usernamegold did great. But it will be Wallbant moving on. Wallbant, GG's, you are in the top 16. You get to play against last month's runner-up, Bendy. Yeah, just last month's runner-up and, the current world record holder. But then again, Wallbant is a runner-up in our world championship. So should be a very high-powered match. Crazy that it's going to happen in the top 16. But seeds do be like that sometimes. So, oh, look at that. Oh, my God. What the heck? Roar. All right. Oh, my God. Padless. I mean, Usernamegold's on Padless, too. Just, the loser was also on Padless. Just saying. Anyway, see, thanks a lot, Usernamegold. You don't think you ever saw Wallbant misdrop? That's possible. I can't. Maybe one or two. But I don't know. Very, very consistent, buttery smooth Wallbant. So let's take a look at where we stand right now. Now in the... Oh, Nate with the $50 coming through on the challenge. That is going to get us up to 126.54. Thank you, Nate. Really appreciate that. So we refresh this and we will find that Wallbant is through to the round of 16. And Tugi is on to the round of 24, round 2. So that is the progress we have made here today in Das Masters. So I say that's pretty good. The next events that we have are Tuesday, and I think there's a lot going on Tuesday. I got to wake up at 5:30 a.m. to do a 6 a.m. solo stream between Kitten and Mark. So thanks, Kitten and Mark, for Masters. And then, yeah, Tuesday, there's going to be 2 DAS brackets and a Masters bracket. Here are some of the players you're going to see on Wednesday. I'll list everybody who's playing. Kitten, Mark, Hana, Mark, Marktris, Anpu, Knight, Sharky, Timothy KK, Firedox, and Paco is Taco. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches that day. So a lot of Tetris on Tuesday, and who knows what will be scheduled between now and then. Thanks to everybody who contributed this stream. Lex Diskia coming in with the 100 bits. All right, we're making 33 cents an hour. All right, we can do this. We can do it. Thank you, Lex Diskia. Really, really. Add a Mark counter. And Mark did this and Mark did that. Oh, Mark's going to Tetris. But Mark going to take the lead over Mark. What can Mark do here? I don't know what I'm going to do. Well, but it could be Hana. It could be Hana versus Mark. Hana could play 2 Marks in a row. Thank you for following over on YouTube, Barco. Appreciate that. Thanks to those of you who contributed to the prize pool, including Burbia, McMonkey, Colin, Davis Weather, DJ Mr. Barrel, Salty C Man, Davis again, and Nate coming in with the $50. And thanks, Nate, for the challenge to get things moving. Really appreciate it. Patrons, thank you. Scott Gray, Jay, The Window, Kenny, Dr. Mazel, Burger, and Dog, Ms. Brain, Corporal, Junior, Troy, Dan, Kim, M, Cat, Java, T, Jason, Sunny, Mila, and everybody else. Thank you for your support. And everybody else on this thing, thank you. So, yes, we will be back on Tuesday, maybe before then. Depends on what gets scheduled. I have something I'm doing Monday night, so there won't be any Monday night, but could be something Monday day if something gets scheduled. Who knows? Maybe. So we're going to go ahead and release you. We will see you when we see you. And thank you again, everybody, for watching. Thanks to our players for putting up with all my arbitrary rules and whatnot. I'm doing my best. Doing my best. I mean, maybe my best isn't good enough. That's possible. That is possible. All right, take care, YouTube. Thanks, Junkle, Salty, and pretty much an Endo. Pretty much those 3. Propping up the stream over on YouTube. All right, take care, everybody, YouTube. Have a great day. All right, Twitchity Ditchity. What do we do with you? Let's take a look.